there's a lot of other people besides Rosa. Alejandro Soto was a good friend of mine. He just died of cancer 2 years ago. Major leader of the FDA, which is the group that brought the lawsuit. There's been witnesses in the trial who've died of cancer. It's rampant. It's rampant. I mean, people literally are so impoverished, they're building their houses next to waste pits because that's the only land they can find. Or they think they were cleaned up because Texaco created this fiction that it actually cleaned up some of the pits. So people down there were like, oh, it's clean, we can go live near the pit. And they've never cleaned the pit. They just put dirt over the toxic waste without cleaning it out. And it, over time, bubbled up, and people lived there because, like, oh, they cleaned this pit. They really just covered it up, and they'd build, drill water wells right there next to these contaminated pits, and they'd end up drinking contaminated water, and they die of cancer. I mean, that was another thing about it. It's like, not only did they commit the crime of building these pits and then running the toxic waste into the rivers and streams, but they never warned the people. I mean, if you're a company creating a hazardous waste site, you need to at least put up a fence around it and a sign that says hazardous waste. They never even put up fences. Okay? Animals, cattle, horses, chickens, all sorts of animals would go into these waste pits and they'd get stuck in the muck, the oil muck, and asphyxiate and die. Not to mention, people would build water wells near the waste pits, not understanding that they were leaching into the groundwater that was feeding the water well that they were drinking. So, this is a horrendous crime. I mean, you don't do that, first of all, but if you do it, you don't do it without warning people about the health impacts, the impacts of poison on their bodies, so they can take precautions to protect themselves, and that never happened either.